Hey guys, what's up? This is Panzer Dragon, and today we'll be going over the changes of patch 4.11. Recently, some champions have been buffed, and some champions have been nerfed, and some champions are getting their skills a bit changed. And the most important change is a new jungle item that I want to be talking about the most. So, let's go ahead and let's get started. Alright, so you guys have been asking, what the hell? Clean out your room. And my answer is, I can't. This is a storage room. I have to. My computer is here because it's under the kitchen and not under my parents' bedroom. So I can't talk if I'm in the other room. So that's why I moved my computer here, and that's why I have a shitty room, which is the storage room. If that answers your question. Alright, so first up is the bounty rewards. So Riot wants to, help snowballing. So what do I think of this? Honestly, I guess invades and like first bloods, whatever. Somehow, whatever gets you first kills is better now. And let's see, early kills now reward 60% to 75%. So yeah, the early kills mean something now instead of like, I don't know, say you red pot someone. I don't know, maybe that means more. Just things like that. And honestly, I don't really care that much. So, yeah, it'll just kind of help snowballing from level 1. Or so, yeah, from level 1. And next up is turrets. So I see what they want to do with this. It means it's going to be really hard to dive people, as you're going to take more damage. So, with people taking more damage means they're going to be more cautious of diving, and so I like diving is something really easy to do. Like if you are low, let's say half hit point, the jungler can come and then just kill you, and they survive with what, like barely any hit point. Actually, no, most of the time they have a lot of hit point, but still, it's just they don't want to. They want to prevent diving, and so you can't dual lane. I know. Like if you go top, some people will go dual lane, and then the jungler and the top lane will just pressure you off tower, and unless you have your jungler there, you can't CS or you have the risk of dying. And so I guess they want to prevent that from happening. I think, hopefully. Alright, so next up is Braum, and it seems like they want to nerf his damage a bit since when that passive procced, there was a big sudden burst damage out of Braum. And so they just want to reduce that down. 5 seconds or 4 seconds. I don't think that means a lot. You can still get it off. So, yeah. A slight nerf, but I still think he's going to be one of the best supports out there. Alright, so it looks like they're nerfing Jax, just his base health a bit. And honestly, it's kind of a small. I think it's a small nerf that was needed. He was just so hard to kill. Like he had such good base health, and plus his ultimate, which just gives him like mad resist. Like how could you take him down, right? And let's just actually look at how much he's actually losing at level 18. Actually, let's just say level 16. That's more likely to happen in most games. So if we look at this, let's see. So 98 health times 16. So that's 1,568 minus. Let's see. So 18. And then we just do minus 168. And then we do minus, what is this? 561, that's like 26, I think. Yeah, that's 26. So he's actually just losing 234 health, less at level 16. And Ruby Crystal costs 400 while giving 150 health. So he's like losing like 600 gold, or 600 gold worth of stats. So that's how much it's actually kind of worth, which is pretty interesting. Honestly, Jax will still probably be good because, well, he scales with items, he scales with Triforce, he scales with Blade Rune King really well, so yeah, he's still going to be really good. Alright, so next up is Kayle, and holy shit, did they take a dump on Kayle. Okay, so let's go over the changes. Attack speed per level, late game nerf, bonus AP ratio, mid game, late game nerf, not so much early game, because you don't really have that much AP yet. And ulti nerf, okay, cool. So you can't just spam it whenever you want. Anyways, I don't think the ulti nerf means that much, but maybe early game, whatever. Anyways, so what do I think of this nerf? Okay, I definitely don't think she's that viable. if she's going to be viable, she's going to have to use on hit build, like something like Wit's End, Nashor's, all this stuff. And so, yeah, I'm not sure how well AP will do. I don't think she'll be as viable as she was before, and we'll just have to see. But I'm speculating that no one will use her anymore. Alright, so next up is Maokai. So let's check out all these changes. And I kind of read them all, but we'll just have to see how good he is in game. So, less slow, nerf, Q got nerf, W got buff. Yeah, it got a buff, because, oh wait. Yeah, it still got a buff, that's fine, 525 range. I think more using it is fine. The maximum health damage is pretty good too. And yeah, so let's look at the E. Stepping movement speed, no skips, blah blah blah. So okay, now this is cool. You slow for 50%. You never really max this out anyways. It was that one skill you put at level 1 just for clearing the camp and just setting it up. And so this right here, they're just nerfing AP Maokai and just buffing utility in the Maokai. So now it slows people, which is kind of cool. So I guess that's why they nerfed this Q. And ulti, this is ulti. Oh wait, the E still does pretty good damage, so that's pretty good. Less mana, that's good too. So the ulti is now self-cast and circles around Maokai. That's kind of good. That's kind of good because now you're a self-healing machine. You don't have to reactivate it, wait 30 seconds that you had it for. Instead, now you can just have it on and just peel for your team, stick with your team, and make sure the enemy doesn't use, you reduce the damage from Zig's ulti, so you don't take as much damage as you did. Honestly, this is probably a buff to him, and yeah, it's a buff to him, and I like that. I like this. I think this change is going to help him a lot. And next up is Nautilus. Okay, so they're just improving a staggering blow. 9876 seconds instead of just 9. So, what do I think? Just a slight buff, so I don't think he'll be used. But they're just trying to buff into his late game, so yeah, that's pretty good. His early game is still shit, but of course there's a new jungle item, so we'll have to see about that later. Alright, so next up is Nidalee, and from what I'm looking at, it's definitely a buff, and we'll just have to see. So now she receives 10% movement speed while she's hunting someone, or when someone has that debuff on them, so she can kite, like she can auto attack, kite if she needs to. So that's one thing I think they're trying to do, which is what Bruiser Nidalee does, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah. Javelin width, finally. That was annoying. You threw the javelin and you're like, what the hell, why didn't it hit? And then it's because it's so small right now. And now with the W, they're buffing it again. Yeah, they're buffing it again, at least the early parts of it. And decreasing the late parts of it, 18% versus 20%, that's nothing. That's really nothing. And let's see, the pounce. Ooh, hunted pounce. Actually, yeah, this was what I kind of needed. I played it, and sometimes the hunted pounce range was kind of underwhelming, and you're like, that should have hit. And what else is there? So, E, the healing got buffed. Less mana later, and this is the really cool one. Quick Draw Kitty, trigger the hunting resets aspect recruiter. So yeah, if you say you're in cougar form and then you switch back to human form, throw a spear, then you're back to cougar form if you need to. So what I'm looking at is this helps Bruiser Nidalee, I think, a bit more. I think everyone's trying to play the Bruiser Nidalee, and honestly, I think I've seen what Bruiser Nidalee can do top. She's pretty good if you play her right, and so with all these buffs coming in, I think you might see her a lot more. And of course her win rate's really low, but yes, I think you might see her a lot more in solo queue or whatever. And next up is Skarner. So it looks like they're nerfing his movement speed. This is 18% instead of 21. That's kind of misread because you do get your full, movement speed at 21%, and now it's 18%. This one is just nerfing his damage slightly. Instead of doing, what is it, 136? Yes, it's 136 damage. Now you do 20 less damage. Yeah, you do 20 less damage. So honestly, that's whatever. but his damage really came from the Spirited Elder Lizard and his auto attacks. So, yeah, and the Q, like, yeah, it hurts, but honestly, his auto attacks hurt a lot too, because you have a lot of attack speed and true damage from Spirited Elder Lizard. Next up is Vladimir. Honestly, this one looks really fun. Using his Hourglass in pool, that looks really. It's stupid as hell, but you know, whatever. And you can also use DFG, right? I think you can use DFG, so that's pretty interesting. I think if you can use Zhonya's, and yeah, you might no, you won't see Vladimir anymore. You still won't see Vlad. He's just too shitty in the top lane. He just doesn't really have much. He's kind of there, you know. You'll probably see people flash more with their pool and be like, oh, flash initiation Vladimir, what the hell are you doing? And yeah, that's probably it. Next up is Yasuo. So honestly, this is a nerf. I'm not sure how much it impacts it because I'm not a really Yasuo player, but I do know that his E at level 1 outtrades everyone at level 1. It's like such a cheese. If you get 4 stacks onto your E, you do 140 damage at level 1, and no one has that damage except maybe, yeah, actually I don't know. No one has a skill that does 140 damage at level 1 except maybe full AP Sion or something. But yeah, that really hurt someone. And then yeah, I think that was what was going on, so they had to nerf that a bit. But he still has his Q, he still has his crit, he still has all his crap, and he's still going to be good and probably viable. Alright, so next up is Zac, and this is a really important change. So when you pick up a blob, you reduce the cooldown on your W by 1 second. They increase it to 5, but yeah. And this is going to be really important because you, in a team fight, you put like, let's see, there's 3 blobs, actually 4 blobs, wait, no, 6. Okay, for your full combo is 6 blobs because you bounce 4 times, you use W, and then you use your E. Wait, maybe that's 6. Okay, and then use your Q. That's 7. But you probably will spam more of your W in teamfights with your W. So, since it does go into it on more, so this is really interesting. And I think he's going to come back into competitive play and of course ranked games with the new jungle item. And yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I'd like to see how this is. I think he's going to be more popular right now. Next up is Ziggs. So they're nerfing his movement speed and nerfing his Q detection radius. I'm not sure how much this exactly is, or how much, you know, like how much, what the hitbox is going to be like. But obviously it's a slight nerf, and will he be viable? Probably you'll still probably see him, and yeah, you'll probably still see him. Not that big of a nerf. And next up is they're making the hitboxes of certain champions bigger, and obviously it's a nerf, so more skill shots will hit them, and yeah, more skill shots will hit them, so they can't whiff Nidalee Spear or something. Alright, so next up is the jungle items, and it looks like they're nerfing Hunter's Machete, I think it's a nerf. They're increasing the gold, and so now you don't have extra 25 gold when you buy Hunter's Machete, because you start Hunter's Machete, you can get 5 pots, which is 150 gold. So now you're using all your gold and you have 0 gold in the end. And so let's look at this. So you get damage reduction versus monsters. Okay, cool, I guess. But now you don't have the 10%. The 10%. Yeah, what was it? The 10% increased damage to monsters, and you don't heal 5. You don't restore 5 health when you hit them anymore, or deal 10 bonus magic damage. Oh wait, no, you do. You still do, but you don't gain the 5 damage, 5 hit points. So, I guess it's nerfing auto hit champions. I'm not sure. But yeah, you still gotta go that route in the jungle and get this item. Next up is Quill Coat. So this is the big item that everyone's talking about, and you can tell that they wanna bring back tank junglers, and this is really interesting because when you look at it, it looks really OP. 5% of attacking monsters lose 5% of their maximum health over 3 seconds. And then you gain 40 health regen and 30 mana regen per second when fighting monsters. So honestly, this looks OP on paper, but I'm pretty sure Riot balanced it so that it's not as OP as we think. And yeah, it looks pretty good from my point of view. Tank junglers are coming in and they're giving you a free ward. Like, really? That's so OP. So I think in the next patch, actually, I'll say it I'll say it in the end what I'm gonna say. So it looks like, look at this one. This is really cool. So oh yeah, this one gives 20 armor, and you're getting 200 health. Yeah, you get 200 health, 350 health. This is obviously a big buff to tank junglers, and oh, this helps Elise too, I guess. She was the only competitive person who actually used the Spirited Ancient Golem. But anyways, yeah, so you get plus 25 bonus health. This is the big one. This is the big one to look at. Lots of people, you might see Warmugs come back in. People have been kind of ignoring Randuins, and there's like a new theory where you go Warmog's Thornmail, and that's a new meta, or new item meta theory craft, I don't know. And so, with this, plus, you know, Warmogs with Thornmail, it seems like a viable strategy, because now 80 carries will be rendered useless or something. What else am I going to say? Okay, so yeah, this passive again is here, and you lose its tenacity, but whatever, you can buy Merc Treads now, and you won't call people stupid for getting Ancient Golem and Merc Treads anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go over this bonus health. So, with this in mind, Volibear, Zac, Mondo, those healthy champions come to mind. Anyone who scales with health, you know, come to mind. And honestly, this looks pretty cool. And instead of 200 health, you get 250, I think? Yeah, 250 health. You get 250 health, I think. And then, yeah, Warmogs gives you 1,000 plus 250, and yeah, this is really getting interesting. So maybe stacking health in season, yeah, stacking health. That was a technique in season 2. That's what they did, and that might be the new thing. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But again, they do have Blade Rune King to counter that. And let's see, combine cost lowered, or no, wait, it's the same. They increased the Madred's Wriggles. They increased the Madred's. Oh, that's for the Mantis Machete. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, and yeah, that's what I think about the jungle items. Alright, so hey guys, thank you for watching. So the new jungle item, I obviously want to elaborate on that, but I'll probably make a follow-up video on just how good tank junglers are. And so yeah, the numbers do look really good, but honestly, we'll just actually have to see through live testing how good it actually is. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.